is up, everyone? 2 nights in a row. How we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to tonight's live stream. We had so much fun yesterday that I had to come back for a second night in a row. I'm also considering doing one tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but because I don't think I'll be able to do a stream Thursday or this coming weekend, so I figure let's try to do 3 in a row. We'll see. But we're going to get into, the same thing, Scream theories, talk about Scream 7, the Scream 7 trailer. We had some interesting discussions last night. So let's get into it. If you have any theories or anything you want to talk about, you can start dropping it in the chat. We will get to it eventually after I say hello to some people. So I'm planning on doing, last night was a long one. Last night was like over 2 hours. Tonight I am planning to do just a quick hour, but we are going to get a super chat goal going in the chat. So the goal is live now. If we can get 15 $5 super chats in the next hour, we'll do an extra 30 minutes on tonight's stream. So if that is something you guys are interested in, the super chat goal is currently live. But either way, we're going to hang out for a bit. Let's see. Hey, J-Dev. Yes, I am doing another one. Let's see here. RJ's here. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Chocolate Ice. Emerald is here. Hey, Matthew. Nerdy Nisi, if that's how you say it. Welcome. My man is here. Hey, Glorious. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Ooh, we already have 55 people here right now. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out. We're going to talk some Scream 7. So any theories you want to get into, start dropping them in the chat. If you want to break down the trailer again, anything you want to point out from the trailer, feel free to do so. Hey, Tara Cut. Hey, Miss Candy. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Kitty. Reaper Kid is here. You're saying Mindy, Mark, and Gale are dying. I'm calling it. Yeah, all there's a good chance of all 3 of those. Mark, I feel like, is gonna die. That is something that I did think long before the trailer even came out. But yeah, that one Mark scene in the trailer, it looks like his death. I don't know. It could be misleading. Maybe that's what they want us to think, but I don't know. He was like tackled by Ghostface. He got like a plastic bag over his head, and it looks like he gets stabbed, and you see some blood spattering all over the place. So, and I do feel like, because I feel like there's no chance Sydney's gonna die. She's gonna survive, but the movie still has to have high stakes. So the best way to do that for Sydney is to kill off her husband, because also I don't think they would kill any of her kids. I feel like that's a little too much, a little too dark. So I do think Mark is going to die. I do feel like one of the twins has to go, whether it's going to be Mindy or Chad, who knows, and Gale, I'm kind of torn on Gale. There was a time where I thought she was for sure dying, but now I'm not sure. I feel like she might survive another movie. Hey, Paul. I think Scream 7 will have some similarities to 3. Me too, definitely. This is something we were talking about yesterday in the stream, and I've talked about it like extensively in past videos on the channel. Yeah, these newer sequels have been mirroring the originals. 5 had a lot of similarities to 1. Same with 6 and 2. So I do think 7 is going to have some similarities to 3, which we already have confirmation of that a little bit, because we know that Scott Foley's returning. We're gonna see Roman again somehow, whether it's a flashback, a hallucination, an AI version of him. So already, just the fact that Roman's going to be in it, 7, I feel like is gonna have some similarities to 3. Hey, Wrestling God. Hey, Crest11 Football. Thanks for being here. Missed last night. Glad you're running it back. Yay. Glad you can make this one. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm also going to try to stream tomorrow. No promises on that yet, but that's what I'm planning for. Matthew is saying, my theory for Scream 7 is that maybe the B&B house attack is the final scene of Scream 7 after Ghostface beats Sydney. I mean, it definitely could be. It's giving me the vibe of opening scene, but, that could be misleading. Maybe that's what they want us to think. But I would be willing to bet money that the B&B is the opening scene. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Hey, Chris. More menacing and threatening phone calls with Sydney and Ghostface. Yeah, I hope, man. I hope it's dark and intense, suspenseful. Scream ranking. Okay, mine is 1, 4, 2, 5, 6, 3. Yeah, that's my ranking. It's pretty, like, I've really never changed my ranking for the past few years. 1 will always be my favorite. Right now, 4 is my favorite sequel, but hopefully 7 changes that. Hopefully 7 becomes the best sequel. We have 75 people here right now. Thank you so much, you guys. If everyone here could give the stream a like right now, that would help out the channel. I would appreciate it. We have our first super chat from Dark Knight. Thank you so much. You said cliffhanger or bust. They need to change the formula. Yeah, I agree. They do need to change the formula a little bit at least. And a cliffhanger has never been done in the Scream franchise. And I do believe that that was Kevin Williamson's vision in the past. Like, I can't remember if it was like Scream 2. He wanted to end on a cliffhanger. Also, like, yeah, it has to happen. And you guys know, I hope that the cliffhanger is Stu getting away with it, where we know that he survived, so we know that he's guaranteed to be in the next movie. And I was saying last night, we should use Matthew Lillard as much as we can while we have him. Because if they bring back Stu alive, when they finally kill him for good, that's it. We're never going to see him again. So let's use him for 2 movies. Why not? Thank you so much for your super chat, Dark Knight. I appreciate the support. Let's see here. Stu is alive. There's so many hints in all the movies, and Williamson originally had him as the cult leader mastermind in Scream 3. Yeah, I'm with you. The hints and the clues have been there since at least Scream 5, if not sooner. I do think that there are some Stu clues in some of the earlier sequels. I have done a video on this if anyone wants to check it out. It's in my Stu Macher playlist. The video title is called What Has Stu Been Doing for 30 Years, where I do point out some things in all of the sequels. However, definitely Scream 5 and 6. There's a ton of Stu clues. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're new here, definitely feel free to check out my Stu Macher playlist. I highlight every single clue I can think of, and there's over 50, like literally. And yeah, like you said, it was his original plan, which just proves that alone proves that Stu could have survived his injuries because he was going to. Like, that was the plan for 3. So, I'm with you. Derek says Stu better be the leader of the Ghostface cult. I agree. Hey Gary, all I hope is Scream 7 doesn't have another lame Scooby-Doo ending as per usual. Yeah, I mean, we definitely got to step it up from Scream 6. That was Scream 6's final act has to be my least favorite final act of all of them. Chocolate Ice, welcome. Thank you for moderating. You said Stu better have a bigger role. I agree, and I think he's going to. I don't think it's just going to be some little 2-second cameo AI thing. It's going to be a big role. And I was saying yesterday, the fact that his house is not only heavily featured in the trailer, but his house is also on the poster. Like, come on, that means it's going to be centered around him, in my opinion. Theory, Mickey is still alive. They never shot him in the head. I know that this is somewhat of a popular theory. It usually comes up in my live streams at least once. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he's alive. But technically, he was not shot in the head, like you said. So, is there a chance? Yes. But I don't think it's necessary to bring him back. I don't think he's that important. I don't know. They've never really mentioned him in the sequels, really. So, we'll see. JDev is throwing out a $5 super chat. Thank you. And our first one towards our goal for tonight. So, if you guys want an extra 30 minutes on tonight's stream, that goal is live right now. But thank you, JDev. You said helping towards the goal. Are you planning on making any more Dexter videos anytime soon? I need a seasons ranking. Yes, I will definitely be making more Dexter videos. I just had once the Scream 7 trailer dropped, I had to like rush to get my 2 videos up that I put out already. Yeah, I could definitely do a seasons ranking for sure. There was we got a few updates on season 2 as well for Resurrection that I wanted to make a video on that. So yeah, you can definitely expect some more Dexter videos coming. Not sure exactly when. You know, I've just been super busy and like it is time consuming to make videos sometimes, but yes, definitely. Thank you for your super chat. We have another super chat from Percy. Hey Percy. You said, "Hi Pam, I missed your live streams." Thank you for being here. I miss doing them too. Yeah, things have just been busy and crazy and I'm trying my best to balance everything in life, you know, work, social life, everything else, plus making videos and live streaming as well. So, yeah, I was saying earlier, I am planning to do another live stream tomorrow just because I know I'm not going to be able to later in the week and the weekend. So, there's a good chance I'm going to stream tomorrow as well. But yeah, I definitely missed these hangouts and these Scream discussions. Another thing is I also felt like there wasn't that much to talk about for the past several months just because we never got any updates, nothing. But now, of course, the trailer's here, so plenty to talk about. Thank you, Percy, for the super chat and just for being here and hanging out. Let me see. Where was I in the chat? I also predict Maureen Prescott's death flashback will be the opening since Skeet is rumored to be returning. Yeah, we got into this yesterday, and this is something we've talked about on the channel for a long time now. I hope that I would love for her death flashback to be the opening scene. And there were some rumors that it's happening. Don't know how true they are. Like I said, that the couple from the trailer gives me the vibe of opening scene, but maybe that's what they want us to think, and they're gonna like surprise us with the Maureen flashback. We shall see. Hey, Dusty. I am well. I hope you are too. Yeah, it's good to have you back on the channel. I also haven't been here in a while. I haven't been doing that many live streams. Hey, Randall. Mickey is deader than Maureen. Yeah, he probably is. I mean, he was shot like what, 11 times? I don't know. It was a lot, but crazier things have happened in the Scream franchise. Look at everything that Chad has survived. This is my theory. I think Jill Roberts will be in Scream 8. I hope so. Listen, Jill is in my top 5 favorite Scream characters. I am a fan of the Jill is alive theory. Not as big of a fan of it as I am with Stu, but I would love for Jill to be alive. A lot of people think she is. She was supposed to survive Scream 4. There's been rumors that she's maybe the secret cameo in... Oh, I see you said Scream 8. Well, some people think she might show up in Scream 7. But yeah, I would love to see her again. My theory is that Leslie Macher is avenging her family, Stu and Vince, because even though Sydney only killed Stu, I don't know if there was a second part to that. But yeah, I do think I hope that Leslie Macher is a big player in Scream 7. We did get into this yesterday in the stream, and I've talked about it in past theory videos for a while now. I think that Leslie Macher could be in Scream 7, and I think she might be played by Anna Camp. And it's supposed to be this grand reveal, or like this secret. Like Anna Camp's character, I don't remember what her character name is, or if we ever actually got her official name. It might be like Jennifer or something like that. But that could be an alias, and I hope she reveals that she's actually Leslie Macher. And sometimes when I bring up that theory, people say, "Oh, wouldn't Sydney know what she looks like?" But no, not necessarily, because one, we don't even know if Sydney ever met Leslie. As far as we know, if Leslie's older than Stu, then maybe she was like away at college and Sydney never met her. Maybe she was younger than Stu, so Sydney didn't really hang out with Stu's younger sister a lot. And we have to remember, in Scream 4, Sydney didn't even remember Judy Hicks. And they were in class together. They were in a play together. Like they did the Peter Pan play or whatever together in school. And Sydney like apologized because she didn't remember her. So yeah, I'm hoping Anna Camp is secretly Leslie Macher. We don't need too many flashbacks. That would ruin the mystery of Scream. I get where you're coming from, but I think it would be interesting to see at least a few flashbacks. It's never been done before in the franchise. So I think, especially 7 movies in, with so much history, 7 movies in is kind of like the perfect time to throw in a flashback or two and to find out some information that we didn't know before. You know, getting back to the flashback of Maureen Prescott's murder, maybe we'll find out something we didn't know. Like maybe Roman was actually there that night. Maybe they had a secret accomplice like Christina Carpenter, Sam and Tara's mom, who was in love with Billy. Um, Percy with another super chat. Thank you so much. If you could have any Scream movie made with any director, writer, and actors and composer, dead or alive. Also, who wins, Billy Loomis or Deborah Morgan? um, well, let's see. Billy versus Deb. I feel like Deb would win. She's a good cop, and she took down that one guy in that one scene in the bar in Dexter. So my money's on Deb. Any Scream movie made with any director. Like, do you mean like a Scream movie from the past or future? I don't know. Composer, probably. I mean, John Carpenter, like his music in the Halloween franchise kills it every time. And just because of that connection between Halloween and Scream, I feel like he would be cool. Actors, I always say I would love to see Mia Goth in a Scream movie. Who else? Who's some of my favorite actors? It's so hard to think when you're put on the spot. um, I don't know. Who else besides Mia Goth? Oh, you know who I would love? If we have any Vampire Diaries fans here in the stream, I love Joseph Morgan from the Vampire Diaries who plays Klaus, which is funny because Kevin Williamson created the Vampire Diaries, so I think that would be cool. Director, I don't know. I have to get back to you on the director. Thank you so much, Percy, for your super chat and for contributing towards the goal. We are working our way towards the super chat goal, so thank you so much, you guys. I see we have a couple other super chats. Dark Knight throwing out another 5. Thank you. You said Anna Camp is listed as Sydney's neighbor on IMDb. Yeah, I feel like we pretty much did get confirmation that she's Sydney's neighbor, which I think will be very exciting to see. And I love that she wasn't included in the first trailer that we got. But does anyone remember what the character name that we were told? I don't think anything, I'm not sure if anything was official, but I remember hearing that Anna Camp's character is named Jennifer, but that might have just been like a code name. Sometimes they do like fake character names. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they're actually friends. I can't wait. I can't wait till we get the second trailer. I feel like they're definitely going to show like the rest of the new cast that we did not see in the first trailer. Thank you so much, Dark Knight, for your super chat. Also, we have 107 people here right now. That's insane. Yesterday we had over 100 as well. So clearly the hype is real for Scream 7. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. Don't forget to give the stream a like. If we could get now 112 people, if we could get 112 likes right now, that would be great. And the Red Man is throwing out a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. My prediction is this will be the first movie that will end on a cliffhanger. Ghostface isn't or is revealed, gets away, kills Sydney's daughter. Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like Scream 7 has to end on a cliffhanger. It's never been done before. Let's do something different 7 movies in. Like, we do have to, like someone said earlier, change up the formula. We got to do it. I'm hoping Ghostface is revealed. I feel like if Ghostface isn't revealed at all, a lot of people will be upset, myself included, just because that's the whole thing with Scream. We need a reveal, and then to have to wait minimum a year to find out, I don't think that would work. It would be interesting if one of the ghost faces wasn't revealed. I'll accept that. Like, let's say we get one reveal and the other one's not revealed. That could be interesting. I do hope Ghostface gets away. Getting back to Stu, I hope that Stu is not killed at the end of 7, but rather gets away to lead us into Scream 8. Kill Sydney's daughter? I don't think so. At least I hope not. I mean, there were rumors that they're working on a new trilogy that is supposedly going to be focused on Sydney's daughter. So I feel like Tatum going forward is going to be the main character. And I just think killing Sydney's daughter is a little bit too dark. Like, she doesn't deserve for that to happen. I do feel like her husband's gonna die, but I think that's different than losing a child. That's like the worst thing that could happen. So I don't really see that happening. Thank you so much, Redman, for your super chat. I appreciate you. That effing movie guy is throwing out a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You said Scream always has a gag, sequels, trilogies, remakes, requels, etc. What do you think Scream 7s will be? That's a good question. Maybe just like legacy sequels, you know, going back to the original Final Girl, sort of like Halloween 2018. We went back to focusing on Laurie Strode. I feel like legacy sequels. I don't know, like what else could it be? If anyone else has any ideas, throw them out in the chat, please. But yeah, I feel like also like the trailer alone had some similarities to Halloween 2018. Someone on Twitter like made a side-by-side collage of images that are very similar to each other. So yeah, I feel like legacy sequels. Thank you so much, movie guy, for your super chat. Let's see. Where was I? Stu has been in the shadows since Scream 2, calling it now. I'm with you. Like I said earlier, I do have a video on the channel, a few videos actually, where I do talk about him being in the shadows since Scream 2. Please, if anyone is curious, check out that video. It's called What Has Stu Been Up To for the Past 30 Years? I think it would be really interesting if they could reveal that and do it right, you know, with no plot holes and connect everything. If anyone can do it, it's Kevin Williamson. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining the stream. Do you think the second trailer for Scream 7 will release in December for the anniversary of 1 and 2? Maybe. I hope so. I hope sooner rather than later. But we'll see. Yes, McKenna Grace, her character, is wearing a blue plaid skirt in the trailer. Which we all know what that means. But I feel like it's just to throw us off. I feel like she's going to be a victim. I was watching Scream 3, and I wondered about Roman's dad and who he was. Is it supposed to be the president of the studio? Was he ever killed in the movie? I can't remember. Yeah, so John Milton is who you're referring to. He was killed in the movie. I do think that that is supposed to be Roman's dad. I feel like they alluded to it. Um, they did not confirm it, but yeah, I feel like John Milton is Roman's dad. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Um, hey Henrique. Honestly, I'm hoping you drop a Dexter Resurrection theory video soon. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about it. We have a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. What is your favorite Scream movie and why? Definitely the original, just because it's a perfect movie, in my opinion. And I always say, like, that movie, they really captured lightning in a bottle. Everything is perfect. The setting, the characters, the acting, the dialogue, the music, the reveal, like everything is just perfect. The opening scene alone is perfect. It can't be topped. Like there will there will never be a better Scream movie than the first one. Thank you so much for your super chat. Gale will survive. I feel like she will. Some people do not think Stu has the ability to form a cult as he caves into peer pressure and was basically Billy's lapdog. What do you think of that? So I've talked about this extensively in past videos. I talked about it a little bit in my latest video that I posted like 2 days ago. A lot of people, like you said, consider Stu Billy's lapdog, a follower, goofy, not very smart. But I think people don't give him enough credit. Like it was his idea to frame Neil Prescott, which if you think about it is kind of the most important part of the plan in a sense. Um it was his idea to frame Neil Prescott. The whole final act takes place at his house. I think especially as he gets older and wiser with age, you know, he's not the same 17-year-old goofy guy. He's grown up. So I think now he definitely has the ability to form a cult. And and even if he's not that smart, let's say he is kind of an idiot, these people, these stab fanatics would follow him anyway because look at all the past ghost faces we got that were obsessed with the movies and the previous killers. Like I feel like people would just follow him anyway. Stu killed Brooks. Yeah, I am with you. I've talked about this since Scream 6 has come out. What is it? Almost 3 years ago at this point, Scream 6. In March, it'll be 3 years. Yeah, I also have a video on the channel dedicated to this called I think it's called Proof Stu Macher Attacked Gale Weathers in Scream 6, where I talk about all of the clues in that scene, including what you pointed out. Like Brooks was a strong looking guy, and Ghostface even pointed out the fact that he had a lot of muscles. Like some people, man, don't pay attention to like important pieces of information. So I agree with you. Gale is the only OG character in all 7 Screams. Yeah, she's the longest one standing. Um, Your Scream videos on Stu being alive and killing Dewey and Brooks are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. How would you feel if Stu's sister is the only killer and he is really dead? Upset. I would be disappointed and upset. Yeah, I don't mind his sister being one of the killers. In fact, I hope she is, but I want her to be working with Stu. If it's only her and he's dead, what a missed opportunity. Gale is like a cat, she never dies. Yeah, like Cotton says in Scream 2, you got more lives than a cat, Gale. Gale is out of lives. Definitely soon. If not in 7, I think 8 she's gonna go. Redman throwing out another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Just discovered this channel. Well, welcome. But I'm assuming you know the note on the fridge in the original Scream. Parents missed his birthday and they say feed the dog. I am aware of this note, yes, but I don't think it says sorry we missed your birthday. I think it says sorry we missed you today. Meaning like they left for their trip, their vacation, and just didn't get to say goodbye to him. There's been some debate on this. So I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it says sorry we missed you today. And to feed the dog. Which by the way, we never see the dog. Where is his dog? We see his cat, I believe, in the garage. I'm not sure, but we don't even see Stu's dog. What did he do with it? Don't tell me he killed the dog. That would be terrible. Thank you so much, Redman, for all your super chats. And I'm glad that you found the channel. Happy to have you here. Hey, Caleb. Hey, Teresa. Thoughts regarding Ghost Billy in 7? No announcement yet, and I don't think he'd be a surprise. I hope that we see him again, honestly. It was some of my favorite moments in 5 and 6. I know a lot of people don't like Hallucination Billy. I loved it. Once the second that Melissa was fired, one of my immediate thoughts was, oh no, now we're not going to see Billy again because it's like in her head. But they could do it somehow. They can get creative. Like maybe Sydney will hallucinate him, have a nightmare about him. I could see that happening. I feel like that would make more sense for her to have a nightmare about him than to kind of hallucinate him. Maybe we're going to see a flashback. I just hope we see Skeet in the movie again. And there's rumors that he is like in the cast, but he wasn't announced the same way like Scott Foley was announced, Matthew Lillard, David Arquette. So I do think he would kind of be a surprise because if they had announced him, people would have been like confused about it. Like, wait, if Sam's not in the movie, how is he going to be in the movie? So I think no one's really expecting to see him again because Sam's not there. So I do think he would kind of be a surprise. I don't know. Here's hoping. We have another super chat from Dark Knight. Thank you so much. I hope they bring back the song from Scream 2. This could be your lucky day in hell. And also Red Right Hand again. Yeah, well, obviously, they have to have Red Right Hand. At this point, like, they can't just not use that song. But yeah, that other song is a good one. I was just watching Scream 2 the other day, and I was like, "Man, this soundtrack in general is so good." Um, I think the first movie is my favorite soundtrack, and then Scream 2 has to be my second favorite soundtrack of the franchise. Um, but you know what song I also really love? The song after the title card in Scream 4. That is, like, one of my favorites. Um, yeah, it would be cool to hear that song again. Thank you so much, Dark Knight, for all of the super chats, the support on the channel. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Carl says, in the trailer, Ghostface seems quite agile, so I do think it's a younger character. Gale's rival could perhaps be doing an interview with an incarcerated Stu, maybe. Interesting. You know, I still think it could be Stu. Like, it's not like he's super old, where he's like 80 years old and can't really move. I still think it could be Stu. Um, yeah, Gale's rival, played by Mark Consuelos. I'm interested to see what his character is like. I feel like he's not gonna be in the movie that much. I believe he only filmed for like a week, so I don't know. I feel like at most he'll be in like 2 scenes. But we'll see. That effing movie guy coming through with another $5. Thank you so much. I've wondered, what could this ghost face do to Sydney that other ghost faces haven't? Her own family has been a ghost face twice. Hmm. What could they do to Sydney that other ghost faces haven't? Um, I guess they could kill one of her kids, but like I was saying earlier, I hope not. Like, I just think that would be a little too dark and sad for Sydney, but then again, like, if they want this movie to have stakes, maybe it'll happen, but can you imagine the devastation that Sydney would feel? Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they could just I don't know, come close to killing her this time. Like, I don't think that she's gonna die. I don't think they're gonna actually kill Sydney, but maybe this one will get the closest we've ever seen. Like, really, like, beat the crap out of Sydney. Because not only has she never been killed, but she doesn't really get beaten up too bad, I guess. Um, Maybe Scream 4. Scream 4 was probably the worst Sydney ever got it. Like, being stabbed in the stomach and then what Jill did to her in the hospital, but maybe it could be really bad where Sydney like truly almost dies. I don't know, like comes close to it. Imagine that's the cliffhanger. Like imagine they end the movie with us thinking that like Sydney's not gonna make it and we have to wait until Scream 8 to really find out. I don't know. But yeah, I would say maybe killing one of her kids. Thank you so much, movie guy, for your super chat. I appreciate you. And we have Jason here. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your super chat. What is the chance the beginning part of the trailer is a stab movie? I hope not. Hope Gail's camera from the OG comes into play. Love the channel. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you. You've been a long time supporter of the channel, so thank you so much. What is the chance the beginning part of the trailer is a stab movie? I guess there's a chance, but I don't know. It didn't give me that vibe. I'm not really thinking that's the case. Um it very well could be. Like, we've seen stab footage before. But I also hope not. I hope it's real. Hope Gale's camera from the OG comes into play. You and me both. This is something we've talked about here on the channel for a long time. What the hell happened to Gale's camera from the original? And what exactly did it capture on tape? Could it have captured Stu surviving? Where is the camera? Who has it? Did police take it into evidence? If they did take it into evidence, why wasn't it in Richie's or Jason and Greg's shrine? I don't know. But yeah, that would be interesting if that did come into play for sure. Thank you so much, Jason. Again, thank you for your super chat. We have a couple more super chats that came in. Let's see here. Another one from the Red Man. Thank you so much. You're being super generous tonight. You said the Sounds had 2 songs in 4, Something to Die For and Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. Also Severed Left Arm in trailer from person. Mark being dragged. Okay, so Something to Die For is my favorite song one of my favorite songs from the franchise. Severed Left Arm in trailer. Who has a severed left arm? The person that's being dragged? Is that who you're referring to? I don't think it's Mark. We were talking about this yesterday in the stream, in yesterday's live stream. I don't think it's Mark being dragged. Some people think it is. It doesn't look like him to me. I'm willing to bet that it is one of the newer characters, like either Asa Gurman's character, Sam Reckner. There were a few other like minor characters who were announced. I'm trying to look at the trailer right now. Just to see the guy who's being dragged. He doesn't look like he has a severed arm. I don't know. But yeah, that doesn't look like Mark to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? We were talking about this yesterday. It doesn't look like him, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Redman, for your super chats. Appreciate you. And we have another super chat from Jaws Webbo. Thank you so much. You said, I feel like if it's Stu, the best reveal would be as he takes the mask, he says, surprise Sydney, would be my dream reveal for Stu. You and me both. I am 100% with you. That's exactly what I'm imagining for Stu. Take the mask off. Like maybe when he still has the mask on, with the voice changer, he's talking to Sydney, saying some things that is kind of alluding to them knowing each other. And Sydney's kind of confused, like, wait, who are you? And then he takes the mask off and he says, surprise Sydney again. Man, what a full circle moment. Great callback to the original. That is literally also my dream reveal for Stu. I agree. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. And we have a super chat from Talking Star Wars. Thank you. I think it's Jimmy Tatchro's character that gets dragged. He's wearing a white and blue shirt like the one being dragged. Interesting. So the hair of the person being dragged does not look like Jimmy Tatchro's hair to me. Jimmy Tatchro's hair is more of like almost a buzz cut. It's like very short. And the guy being dragged, let's see here. His shirt, you know what? His shirt kind of looks like blue plaid. The guy being dragged. Let me see again. Yeah, you know what? It looks like he's wearing blue plaid, the guy who's being dragged. It almost looks like a cutoff, like he's wearing maybe like a white long sleeve shirt and then a blue plaid shirt with the sleeves cut off over it. But yeah, it does not look like Jimmy Tatchro's hair to me, so I don't think it's him. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Thank you so much for your super chat. Appreciate you being here. And we have another super chat from John. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John, and to everyone who is sending in super chats. I appreciate all of you guys. John says, what if the cliffhanger finding out at the very end that Stu is alive but isn't there? What do you mean? He's alive but we don't see him and we have to wait till the next movie to finally see him? I would be disappointed with that. I would feel very conflicted because I want to see him in 7, but as long as we get confirmation in 7 that he's alive, like we know that he's alive, but they make us wait till 8 to see him, I'll accept it because at least he's alive and it's still something to look forward to. But I would be a little disappointed because I don't want to wait any longer to see him. But I'll take it as long as he's alive. That's all I care about. Thank you so much, John, for your super chat. Talking Star Wars, throwing out another $2. Thank you so much. Do you think they'll address Sydney's other kids? I do. I feel like they have to. In Scream 5, she says, I have to take the girls to school. So she confirmed herself that she has more than one. I don't know if it's 2, if it's 3. It's at least 2. And we see her pushing the stroller in Scream 5. So we know that she has a younger daughter, especially because we also know Guy Busick, the writer, he confirmed that it's only like a 2.5-year time jump, 3 years at most. So Tatum, her older daughter, was not the one in the stroller. So she definitely has at least one younger daughter. I do feel like she's going to be like a minor character. They probably just hired a kid for like a day to shoot one scene with Sydney, and that's it. We were talking about this a little bit yesterday. I feel like the younger kids aren't going to be featured much in the movie. She's probably going to send them off to be safe with a babysitter, maybe her in-laws. Like, I don't know. I do think they will address it, though. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Matthew Lillard is the ultimate cult 90s actor. I agree, man. He's just the best. Like, SLC Punk is such a great movie. I do feel like Matthew Lillard is so underrated. Like, of course, all of us here know how great he is, but he's so talented. He should have been bigger than he was. He's definitely making a comeback now for sure, and I love that for him, but he should have been like an A-list actor for the past 20, 30 years. So, love him. Do you think at least one of the younger cast could be one of the ghost faces? If so, who? Yeah, I definitely think at least one of them has to be, because there's just so many new younger cast members. Like, they have to be. I definitely don't think it's just going to be Stu alone. And you guys know, like, I think Stu is leading a cult of young adults. So at least one or two of the newer cast is going to be in his cult, I believe. So who could it be? Honestly, I mean, it obviously could be any of them. I feel like Asa Gurman gives me killer vibes. Sam Reckner. I feel like one of those boys is going to be one of the killers. I would love to see McKenna Grace being one of the killers. But we'll see. For some reason, I think McKenna Grace is only going to be a victim, but I would love for her to be one of the killers. Redman is throwing out another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Seriously. Super generous. You said, okay, not Mark, both arms. Another weird theory I have is that the couple actually kills each other. Maybe a prank gone wrong from Tatro turned deadly. Interesting. Okay, what do you mean by both arms? Who has severed arms in the trailer? Like, am I forgetting something? Am I missing something? Ooh, great news, guys. We just hit the goal. So, thank you so much for everyone who contributed to the super chat goal. I seriously appreciate it. We're going to go for another 30 minutes now. So, about 9:15, we're going to probably start to wrap up. Thank you so much. Interesting theory, though. The couple actually kills each other. Maybe a prank gone wrong from Tatro turned deadly. That could be interesting. I mean, we know if it is, let's say it is a prank by him, it would have to be a friend of his in the costume, because when him and the girl are looking at the animatronic, they're there next to each other, and that's when the real ghost face pops up behind her and goes to chase her. So it would have to be like a friend of his, maybe. That's an interesting theory. I love, everyone gets so creative with these theories sometimes, and like thinks of things that I would never think of. So thank you for that. Thank you for your super chat. Jordan is here, throwing out a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Me, you, and Marcus should stream this month. Absolutely. Yes, I would love to. We will have to work something out. We'll get the group chat going on Instagram. I don't know if Marcus has been posting lately, if he's like busy or what, but yes, we are long overdue for a stream, and especially now with the trailer out, we got some things to talk about. So yes, maybe next week. I don't think I can do it this weekend. I'm trying to think. Friday. Trying to think what my plans are. Friday, no. Saturday, no. Sunday, no. Monday, no. Maybe Tuesday. We'll figure something out. But yes, I am looking forward to it. Oh my goodness, we have a few more super chats that have come in. Jaws Webbo with another super chat. Thank you. As someone who loved watching Scream and grew up with Five Nights at Freddy's, I think he was the perfect person for the franchise. Matthew is awesome. He is awesome. Yeah, so I didn't grow up playing the Five Nights at Freddy's game. So I'm not familiar with it at all, but I love that you think he was perfectly casted for that. Yeah, I watched that movie. It was okay. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite. I'm not really like dying to see the second one. I'm only gonna watch it because Matthew's in it. But yeah, I'm glad that you think he was the perfect choice. Love him. I'm glad that he's getting a lot of work lately. And Scream 7 is one of those projects. Oh my god, he's in the Carrie TV show. Mike Flanagan worked on a new Carrie. Matthew Lillard joined the cast, and they actually just wrapped season 1 of that. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much for your super chat. Ooh, John threw out another super chat. Oh my goodness, there's so many super chats that I have to get to. Thank you so much, you guys. Like, seriously, this is overwhelming. I'm so grateful for you guys. You're being super generous with the super chats tonight, so thank you. John said, we might find out Stu is still alive, but as a cliffhanger, like Luke at the end of Force Awakens. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility for sure. And like I was saying a little bit earlier, I'll be a little conflicted with how I feel about that because I want to see him alive and in action in 7. So to have to wait a little bit longer, at least a year, until we see him in Scream 8, I would be disappointed, not gonna lie, but I also would be so happy that he is alive. And as long as we get confirmation, I'll take it. I definitely could see them sort of like maybe not having him for the entire final act and literally giving us only 10 minutes, which is so little if you think about it, to only have 10 minutes with him. I could see them doing that, but to set it up for Scream 8. So I don't know, man. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see how it's revealed, how they choose to do it. Thank you so much, John, for your super chat. We have another one from Jason. Thank you, Jason. What if Matthew Lillard did blow up and became a huge actor? Would he have come back to do Scream 7? Would they be able to afford him? Interesting. I feel like he would. I feel like he would come back just because he loves the franchise, or he at least loves the original movie. He loves the franchise. I feel like if Scream is what made him blow up into a huge actor, I feel like, you would be grateful for that and he would want to come back for the fans. At least I would like to think. Would they be able to afford him? Maybe they would have to make some budget cuts to do that. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make the movie that you want. And if they wanted him to come back, maybe they wouldn't have such a big cast of like the younger actors. maybe the twins wouldn't have come back, you know? I'm sure they would have made it work somehow. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you. Um, Redman with another super chat. Seriously, I cannot say thank you enough. I appreciate you. You said, no, I mean, I rewatched the trailer and agree now. Oh, okay. Thought the arm was severed, but it was just bent back further looking at it again. My mistake. Okay, no worries. I like when people, you know, might notice something that I didn't notice. So please always feel free to point something out. I'm sure there are other things in the trailer that I did not notice because someone yesterday we were talking about this. There was something that someone pointed out that I hadn't noticed. What was it? Oh, the same scene with the guy who's being dragged. A couple people pointed out apparently there's a body on the floor in the back. And I think that's true. I think I went back and I saw that there is another body, which is crazy because I hadn't noticed. Um, so please always feel free to point anything out. I've been meaning to like watch the trailer again a few more times because I'm sure there's multiple things I haven't seen. Thank you again, Redman, for your super chat. Jason with another super chat. Thank you so much. Picture Stu and his sister working together as ghost faces. Somehow he kills her by accident and just goes insane with rage. Stu needs to be in Scream 8. Ooh, that would be interesting. Something I hadn't thought of. I mean, I definitely want to see them working together for sure. That is like one of my dream scenarios for Scream 7. Oh my god, imagine he kills her by accident and just loses his mind. That would be pretty cool, to be honest. Stu needs to be in Scream 8. I am with you, Jason. Yeah, I would love for Scream 7 to end with him getting away with it, to have him for one more movie until they finally kill him off for good, you know? Why not? Like, why not just use him for another movie while we have him? I'm sure Matthew Lillard would be on board for that. I hope so. Thank you so much, Jason, for all of your super chats tonight. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Dark Knight throwing out a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. This is crazy generous. I seriously appreciate all of you. Dark Knight said, plot twist. Scream 7 ends with Stu Macher on Dexter Morgan's table. We get a Billy Loomis hallucination, but Harry steps in and body slams him. Oh my god. That is so funny. Like, honestly, the Scream franchise and the Dexter franchise are probably my two biggest obsessions in life. So to see something like that, that would be crazy. I wish that they would do something fun like that for like YouTube. Like make a short video for YouTube. Like that would be so cool. Oh my god, Harry Morgan steps in and body slams Billy Loomis. Jesus. How do you come up with this stuff? That's so funny. Yeah, imagine, oh my god, imagine Dexter killed one of the ghost faces. Like that would be insane. Thank you so much, Dark Knight. Seriously, you've already sent in quite a few super chats, and now the $20 one. Super generous. Let's see here. We have a few more super chats to get to. Josh with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Josh. What if Mark Kincaid's first official crime case was the Mocker House massacre and he was the one that found Stu alive? Well, I don't think, I don't know. I suppose it's possible, but from what we know, didn't he say that he grew up in Hollywood? Like, he grew up in LA. So I don't think he would have been on site in Woodsboro. Maybe he lied about his upbringing and his background. I'm thinking that the one who found Stu alive is Sheriff Burke. And that is something I've talked about extensively on the channel. Like, you know, I think Stu's parents had money. They were probably good friends with Sheriff Burke and had a connection with him. And I think Sheriff Burke could have found Stu alive, called the Macher parents to be like, do you know what the hell your son has been up to? And his parents like paid off Burke and the whole police department to keep their mouth shut, help him get away with things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Mark Kincaid being on that case. But thank you so much, Josh, for your super chat. I appreciate you. Jaws Webbo with another super chat. Thank you. Excited for Resurrection Season 2. Hope to see more Quinn. You and me both. I am super pumped for Season 2. We did get a few more updates and confirmations and stuff for Season 2 that I have yet to share on the channel. I do have to make a video on this sometime soon. Yeah, I feel like Quinn is definitely going to be more of a player in Season 2 just because, you know, we don't have Batista anymore. And he's probably going to be looking into that, Quinn. So, and also Desmond Harrington, who plays Quinn, he kind of talked about it recently at a convention that he also thinks Quinn is going to kind of step up a little in Season 2. Thank you so much for your super chat. By the way, thank you so much to everyone who is here. We have over 100 people here right now. I know you're all sending in comments, and I appreciate you guys chatting in the chat. And I promise you, I'm not trying to ignore you. There's just a lot of people here. I try my best to get to all of the comments, but the super chats do take priority. So that is why for a while now I've only been answering the super chats, because that is part of the perk of a super chat. If you have a pressing question that you want to guarantee I see it, that's, send in a super chat that guarantees I'll see it. But I have one more super chat left, and then I'm going to return to the normal chat. So bear with me. I appreciate you guys. The Red Man with another super chat. Sid's favorite tragic survivor character in movies. Her losses: mother, aunt, 2 boyfriends, 2 best friends, niece, sad. Also ending for Nevin Wild Things. Yeah, I mean, man, Sydney has been through so much. So technically, even though she lost 2 boyfriends, I don't think she's that sad about one of them because he ended up being a psycho killer. I guess it is a big betrayal. And her well, yeah, I mean, imagine growing up. Well, actually, they're cousins, I think, right? Jill and Sydney. But yeah, imagine growing up with your cousin, your little cousin, who you've known your whole life, and having this huge betrayal. Man, like, she has really been through so much. And I feel like because these movies are so fun and enjoyable, it's easy to forget or not really even realize what she's been through and just how traumatic it is. So I feel like she is dealing with her trauma pretty great, to be honest. So yeah. And yeah, man, her ending in Wild Things, if anyone here has not seen Wild Things, that's honestly one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like, it's full of plot twist after twist, and it's just so good. Um, and another movie, I just got to throw it out there, that kind of gives a similar vibe to Wild Things is Matthew Lillard's movie The Curve. That also came out like 1999, I think. Wild Things might have been 98, but around the same time. And if you've seen both of those movies, then you know what I'm talking about. They have similar vibes, like lots of plot twists. You never really know what's going to happen next. So yeah, Wild Things and The Curve are the movies you should all check out. One more super chat from Jason. Thank you so much. The super chats are showing how much this community loves your channel and content. Keep up the outstanding content and passion for this channel. You rule. Thank you so much, Jason. Seriously, that means so much, and it's just so good to hear. I really do have such a passion for this channel, for these movies, and nothing makes me happier genuinely than like hanging out with you guys and talking about our favorite movies. Like, it's such a blast. It really is. And it's been almost 3 years since I started this channel, and it's just insane how much it's grown, how many people I've met through the channel, and it's just, I don't know, it's incredible that like we can all just like live all over the world. I know a bunch of you guys live in different countries, and it's just crazy that we all can like connect here and talk about these movies that just like mean so much to us and like make us so happy. So seriously, thank you to all of you guys who are here right now, who have been here since the beginning, to all of the newcomers, and thank you, Jason, for your super chat, all of your super chats tonight, and your kind words. I really, truly appreciate it. All right. I think those are all the super chats for now. Let me get back to the regular chat. J-Rod is here. Welcome. Glad you could make this one. Just saying that I'm very glad the Scream 7 trailer has blown up in views and the movie and trailer has people talking. I'm with you. The hype is real. The fan base is here. So, how many official trailers do you think we will get for Scream 7? Definitely 2, but something tells me 3. I feel like we're going to get 3 because what typically happens is you get just a teaser and then you get 2 full-length trailers. But they didn't even drop a teaser. They dropped a full trailer. So something tells me we're going to get 3. Like, we'll probably get the second one in December, I want to say. And then the third and final one will probably drop a little bit closer to the release date, but I don't know. I'm just going off what I feel. I don't know anything for certain. Let's see here. We're gonna go for a little bit longer, about 10 minutes or so. Hey, Miles. I also realize I'm like an hour behind in the chat. That's just that's just how it goes, unfortunately. So anyone who left a comment an hour ago, I hope you're still here. um, Rank all of the killers. Jill is my favorite. Okay. I don't know if I can rank all of them, but my top 5 is Stu, Billy, Jill, Charlie. Justice for Charlie. I love Charlie. Who would be my 5th after Charlie? Probably Mickey. That's probably my top 5. Then maybe like Nancy Loomis. Then Roman. Then Richie. Then Amber. And then the Screams, all the Scream 6 ghost faces are last, but Ethan's in dead last. You guys know. I haven't talked about this in a while, but I cannot stand Ethan. I hate Ethan. So it would probably go like Bailey, Quinn, then Ethan. And you know what? I include Jason as an official ghost face because we saw him in the mask. We saw him actually kill someone. I know some people don't actually count Jason, but I do. So I actually like Jason more than Ethan. That's how much I can't stand Ethan. Oh, we have a couple more super chats. Hatbox Ghost, thank you so much. You said just made it in, but wanted to say thank you. Your videos helped me recently through treatment. Praying Stu makes a true to form return. Thank you so much, Hatbox Ghost. I love that. I love that my videos could help you through like a tough time. And just thank you for letting me know that. That makes me happy and I feel good to know that I could help anyone. Um, Thank you for stopping by, and I'm with you. I hope that he makes a true to form return. Like he's alive. He's, his. I do hope that he feels like himself a little bit from the first one. Obviously, I hope that he does feel different as well. Like he's older now. I hope he's darker, more intense. But I do want a little bit of that goofiness still sprinkled in. And I feel like they know that they have to give the fans a little taste of how he used to be. But yeah, I am with you. I appreciate your super chat. Thank you for stopping by. We have one more super chat from Dark Knight. Thank you so much. I'm thinking that Jill is the secret cameo and she will be in the insane asylum. I hope so. I would honestly love that. Whatchamacallit? Jill is one of my favorite ghost faces. I'm a fan of the theory that she's alive. There's rumors that she's the secret cameo. I would love that. And like, you know, people always say like bringing 2 ghost faces back would be insane. And I've said before, like, I don't know if they'll do it because I understand that a lot of people already have a very difficult time accepting them bringing back one ghost face with Stu. So I can understand why some people would think bringing back 2 ghost faces alive would be overkill. I understand that, but I personally would love it. Like just imagine they reveal that Stu's alive and we're losing our minds. We can't believe it. But then guess what? It's not over. Jill is also alive. I would have a heart attack. I would literally die. Like, that would be insane. Thank you so much, Dark Knight, for all of your super chats tonight. And we have another one from the Red Man. Thank you so much. Favorite Dexter side project victim? My favorite is probably Zoe Kruger, the cop who offed her family, then stalked him. Dexter always 2 steps ahead. That is a good one. That was a pretty good little side story. Oh my goodness, there's been so many. I'm trying to think. I like the first one that comes to mind right now is season 1, I think, when he kills that couple. What are their names? Castillo, I think, is their last name. It's like a married couple who kills people who like come from Cuba to Miami, and he's like genuinely asking them like, how do you guys make it work? How are you both killers yet you feel actual love for each other? That's a good little scene. I like when Dexter like lets his guard down with these people. I don't know, that's a good question, and honestly it's a good idea for a video. I might have to dive a little deeper into that. Thank you, Redman, for all of your super chats tonight. And Jordan coming through with another super chat. Thanks, Jordan. Pam, you know I've been wanting Jill alive for a while now. Man, I'm with you, but how can you be a fan of Jill being alive but not Stu? Really, what's the difference? Like, you know? But I'm with you. I would love for Jill to be alive. For sure. Thank you, Jordan, for your super chat. And let's not forget to get a little group chat going for a stream with Marcus. Oh, I just saw this message from over an hour ago. 87 watching, only 45 likes. Hit the like button. I don't know. I wonder where we're at now because it's been an hour. Let me check. Ooh, we are at 107 likes. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh my goodness, we have a couple more super chats. Jason with another super chat. Thank you so much. I don't like it when people say it's only fan service. Why do they make movies, especially franchise movies, for the fans? Give us what we want, Stu. You know what? I agree. I'm with you. Like, yeah, it is for the fans. Like, who else are we making this movie for? You know? And yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. Like, majority of the fans want Stu back. Obviously, not everyone. I'm well aware because I get a ton of hate comments from the Stu deniers out there. So yeah, you know, I was saying like the fandom's divided, Stu believers and Stu deniers, but from what I've seen for the past freaking 3 or so years since Scream 5 came out, far more people want Stu alive than don't want him alive. So wouldn't you rather make the bigger group happy? Like, wouldn't you? Either way, you're gonna piss people off, whether you bring him back or you don't. So someone's gonna be pissed. So, you know, make the side happy that has more people in it, so that you make more people happy than pissed off. I'm with you, Jason. Thank you so much for all of your super chats. The red man with another super chat. You're thinking of the guy who runs a junkyard, but he's a coyote and kills when family can't pay release fee. Yes. Twist, his wife was in on it. Yes, that's exactly who I was thinking of. Yeah, that was a good little side story. And then I love how there's like the little kid in the trunk who Dexter's worried that he sees him through the little hole in the car trunk, and like LaGuerta comes close to adopting the kid, but then they find one of his relatives. Yeah, that was a good episode. Thank you so much, Redman, for your super chat and all of your super chats tonight. Let's see here. Hey, Regent, glad you can make the stream. Let's see here. What if Roman Bridger had a child? Yeah, it's a theory out there I've heard people talk about. I don't know. I feel like we've done the whole relative thing so many times that it feels a little redundant, but Nicolas Cage playing himself in a Scream movie would be sweet. That would be hilarious. Redman with another super chat saying the boy's description of Dexter that is sketched looks like Jesus. I mean, really, that is like one of the funniest moments in the whole freaking show. Like, and he just keeps getting lucky, Dexter. Like, you're like, how is he gonna get out of it this time? And the kid saw Jesus. Like, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And I think there's a line in one of the episodes where Dexter, he even says something like, maybe there is a higher being out there who is looking out for me, who wants me to keep doing what I'm doing. What is your opinion about the boycott? So, obviously, I'm not for it. I'm not boycotting the movie. Definitely not. I think if that's what people want to do, they're allowed to do it. I think it's a little stupid if I'm being honest, but like, listen, I'm not like, if that's what you want to do it. But don't give people shit for being a fan of the franchise. You know, there are people, really nasty people out there on Twitter who, if I tweet something about the movie and how excited I am for the movie, I get hate comments on Twitter from people that are like, sometimes really saying some mean stuff. I literally just ignore it. I don't actually care, but like, yeah, they make people who just want to enjoy something and enjoy life a little bit with a freaking movie, and they just really come at you and say some nasty things, and I don't like that. Like, mind your business. I'm not tweeting at people who want to boycott it, calling them out for wanting to boycott. Do what you want to do, like, and let me do what I want to do. Why do people think it will be Stu's parents? That would be pretty old by now. I haven't really heard that theory. Yeah, I would not like that. Hey, Jesse. Chad is 100% dying if he really is Gale's cameraman. You know, Chad has survived some crazy things in the past 2 movies. I do feel like his time might be up for Scream 7, And like you said, especially if he is Gale's cameraman, I don't know. I mean, look at what happened to Kenny. However, Joel survived, so you never know. It could go either way. The Red Man with another super chat. My fave Dexter season is actually 2. The Dokes head-to-head was awesome, but they could have stretched it out the whole series. Books are way different too. Yeah, season 2 is so good. I feel like seasons 1, 2, and 4 are my top 3 seasons. And I agree, they definitely could have stretched out that storyline with Dokes. It almost does feel like it should have been a later season storyline. The fact that like Dexter's victims already get dug up at the beginning of season 2, it does feel like that is something that should have happened later, like maybe season 5, like just because season 4 is so good with Trinity. Yeah, then they should have, after Trinity, then they should have been like, okay, what else can we do? Let's have it seem like Dexter's gonna get caught. I totally get where you're coming from. And yeah, I know the books are way different. I read the first 2 books like over a decade ago. like I read them a long time ago and I wasn't really into them because they are so different from the show. But maybe one day I will give them another chance. Thank you, Redman, for your super chat. And Ryan is here. Thank you for joining the stream, Ryan. And you've been a member for 24 months. Oh my goodness, that is 2 years. That's crazy. Thank you so much for pretty much being here from the jump, and the continued support on the channel. You said, I think the audio of Stu at the end is spliced up. Interesting. So, do you think it's actually him, like present day, older Stu, alive? Or do you think it's like AI? Like, what do you mean exactly? I'd like to think it's really him. I hope they'll go to Scream 13 or 14. Listen, as long as they can keep making good quality movies, I'm all for it. Once the quality goes down, that's when we should wrap things up. I think one of Tatum's friends are going to be Ghostface. I'm sure at least one of them. Like I was saying earlier, the new cast of the younger crew, there's so many of them. At least one of them has to be Ghostface. Have you watched It? Welcome to Derry. I watched the first episode. I believe there's 2 out currently. I think the 3rd one comes out later this week. I watched the first one. It was pretty good. Have not watched the second one. I will do that sometime this week. Why would Dewey stay quiet about Stu being alive? Stu stabbed him and his sister was killed that night. No way would he put up with hush money or threatening his job. I call bullshit. Listen, it's a valid opinion. I get where you're coming from. I don't know. I don't know. Chocolate Ice agrees Stu has been in the shadows since Scream 2. There are signs. They're there. I'm telling you. You just gotta look for them. Bernie is here. Welcome to the stream. I do think we're gonna wrap up shortly. Another super chat from Redman. You are on fire tonight. What did you think of the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot? Personally, didn't like it. The dialogue just seemed off and the ending was meh. Okay, fair warning. We're gonna quickly get into some spoilers from the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. It has been out for a while, so if you haven't seen it yet, that's kind of on you. But there's a big reveal in the movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, fair warning, click out of the stream for about 2-3 minutes or so and come back. Yeah, so I thought it was okay. I wasn't blown away by it. I haven't had the urge to rewatch it since I went to see it in theaters. I don't know when I'm gonna rewatch it again. I agree. The dialogue wasn't great. Some of the acting wasn't great. The characters, were enjoyable, but none of them have really stuck out to me much. Like, they haven't really stuck with me since I saw it. But man, that reveal with last spoiler alert warning, fucking what's his name? Ray? Freddie Prinze Jr. being the killer. I kind of liked it. Okay. I know a lot of people didn't. I know they were mad about it, but I thought it was ballsy and it shocked me. And you kind of want that from a movie. If a movie doesn't make you feel something, then what is the point? And it shocked me and it made me feel something like, oh my God. So I kind of like that they did it. And that is kind of something that I've always wanted from the Scream franchise, to have a past victim who survives one movie and genuinely being like a good person, just a victim, going on to the next movie and later being a killer. So I wasn't terribly mad at it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you, Redman, for your super chat. Dim is here. Hey, Dim. Long time no see. Glad you can make the stream. And thank you for your super chat. 1 minute and 10 seconds into the trailer, there's a heavy breathing sound. Is it the Ghostface mask, or Stu needs a machine to get his air after TV messed him up? So, yeah, we were kind of talking about this yesterday in the stream. It's an interesting little theory, something that I did not pick up on myself. I didn't catch that, and people pointed it out to me, and I went back and watched the trailer. It does kind of, the breathing of Ghostface in the trailer sounds a little weird. It's very heavy breathing, and it almost sounds like they're struggling to breathe. And why would they put that in there? You don't have to include that. I don't know. Like, who knows if it really is, Stu with like breathing issues, like a lot of people think. Listen, I'm all for that. I'm all for that theory. But maybe it is just supposed to be the voice changer and the mask kind of, muffling the breathing, making it a little hard to breathe. I mean, just imagine wearing a mask for an extended amount of time and kind of like physically fighting someone, maybe you would also kind of be out of breath and breathing a little heavy. Listen, I don't know, but it's an exciting thought and I can't wait to find out. Um yeah. Thank you, Dim, for your super chat, for being here during this stream, and for just being a long time channel supporter. Let's see what else we got here. I literally just read on Google that it is confirmed that Milton is the real father of Roman. I mean, I wouldn't say it's confirmed just because, like, a character doesn't technically say it. They don't speak the dialogue saying it, but I do think it's heavily alluded to. So maybe that's why the internet just kind of goes ahead and confirms it. But I don't know. Scream 5 versus Scream 6. This is a good question. I prefer Scream 5. It feels more like an actual Scream movie to me. Scream 6, I still enjoy it, but it feels more like almost a spin-off to me. And that final act of Scream 6, the reveal, which is arguably the most important part of a Scream movie, it's so weak to me. I don't like the reveal in 6. And I just, with 5, not only was the reveal better, but I just prefer Woodsboro as the setting. Dewey was in 5. There's just a lot more that I enjoy about 5 than 6. I agree. People don't give Stu enough credit. I can't believe I'm seeing Scream 96 first time watching reaction videos on YouTube in 2025. I agree. It's kind of crazy that there's people out there who haven't seen it. But I mean, I'm all for people getting into it now, and like I like to see it, but it is crazy to me. It baffles me. Thank you, that effing movie guy. I appreciate you. Oh my god, yes. Literally just today, I was thinking about Ready or Not too. Like, I kind of forgot that it was a thing in the works. They wrapped filming a little while ago. And literally just today, you know why I was thinking about it? Because I just read an article today that Kyle Gallner is teaming up with Radio Silence to work on a new horror movie that Kyle Gallner wrote himself. He's starring in it. Radio Silence is like producing and directing it. So that's exciting. I'm excited for that. And then I was thinking about how there's a new movie coming out soon with Kyle Gallner and Samara Weaving together, and I love them too. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I was just thinking about Samara Weaving, Ready or Not 2 coming out soon. And I am also excited for that. I gotta rewatch the first one. It's been a little while. I think I've only seen it like 2 times, and it's been a couple years, honestly, since I've seen the first Ready or Not. So definitely going to do a rewatch before the second one comes out. Maybe we'll do a watch party on the channel. That'll be fun. Dark Knight coming through with a $10 super chat. My goodness, thank you so much. Who are some of your favorite YouTube movie influencers? I like Cody Leach, 3C Films, We Watched a Movie, Star Wars Theory. All of the above for me too. We watched a movie, really great. They're a funny duo. And I really enjoy their live streams. So agree with everyone you named. Who else? Wolfman's Got Nards. Great here on YouTube. I've been a guest on his channel once, I think. So check him out. I like Marcus from I Shot Him 6 Times. He's a good friend. We've streamed together a couple times, and we're gonna do one soon. Who else? Destin from Destination Station. He's great. Night Watch Zone. Yeah. Of course, Craven Something Scary. He is dearly missed. I loved watching his channel. I was fortunate enough to be a guest on his channel a couple times. So, yeah, those are just to name a few. Thank you so much, Dark Knight. Seriously, you have been super generous tonight. Let's see here. I'm gonna get to just a few more before we call it a night. We're almost at 2 hours, so we might as well just call it an even 2. Thank you, Nightfall Films. It would be wild if a serial killer obsessed with the Scream franchise targeted YouTubers with channels dedicated to Scream. Oh my god, I hope not. Have you heard the theory of Angelina Tyler secretly being Christina Carpenter? Also, do you think Ethan could have survived since he also got the same TV thrown at his head? I have heard the theory about Angelina Tyler being Christina. Not a fan of it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Do I think Ethan could have survived? Listen, I guess technically it's possible he survived because he wasn't shot in the head. The franchise says unless they were shot in the head, they can come back. But I don't think it's necessary to bring him back. Like, he's not this important, Ghostface. I personally don't like him. I personally don't want to see him again. Do I think he could have survived? Sure, but I don't think he did. Do you think when this movie does good, we will be able to get Patrick Dempsey back for 8? Honestly, no. Just because he was supposed to be her husband, and the fact that now we have a different husband for her, I feel like the ship has sort of sailed for Dempsey to return. I guess it's possible, like, he could just, show up again and not be her husband. I guess it's possible, but, like, I feel like probably not. Hey, Paula. Skeet said recently in an interview he's not in Scream 7. I did not see or read about this interview. But listen, it could just be one of those things where he's not allowed to say, it's supposed to be a surprise. So he can't say that he's going to be in it. Who knows? Who names their kid Skeet? So that's not his real name. I believe his real name is Brian. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his real full name is Brian Trout. That's an interesting name. Yeah, he changed his name, so. The Red Man with another super chat. Patrick Dempsey and Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's that is quite the movie. I saw it in theaters. rewatched it again last year, and I'm just now realizing it's almost time to watch it again. Um, Maybe we'll do a watch party for that on the channel. We've never done a watch party for that here. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. It'll be interesting. Not, I wasn't crazy about the movie. It's enjoyable, it's rewatchable, but again, there's just something about it where I wasn't very attached to the characters, where I wanted to root for them that much. Like, none of them really stood out to me. They didn't stick with me. So, I don't know. I feel like it's so hard these days to make a truly good movie. Like I said, it's not a bad movie, but it's just not a special movie, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. All right. I think we're going to call it a day. I wish I could go all night, but thank you, Percy. I appreciate you. I'm tired. I've been up since early today. I gotta be up early tomorrow. I've been yapping away for 2 hours, which I love. I love to do it. I would keep going if I could tonight, but gotta wrap things up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for the past 2 hours. Seriously, we've had over 100 people here again. Oh, we have one last super chat from the Red Man. Tarantino has openly criticized Scream because his friend Robert Rodriguez was originally supposed to direct. Interesting. I did not know that. Well, too bad, buddy. um, I think everything happens for a reason. We got a perfect movie without him, and I think everything turned out the way it was supposed to be. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. He'll get over it. Thank you so much, Redman, for all of your super chats tonight. Greatly appreciate you, seriously. Oh my goodness. Dark Knight with a $20 super sticker. Seriously, like, I feel like I've just been repeating myself all night saying, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. But truly, like, I cannot say it enough. Really, from the bottom of my heart. Like, I really am so grateful and appreciative that you guys all care enough to not only hang out with me for this long and talk about movies for this long, but to actually send in money and super chats and support the channel like this. Like, it's incredible. I can't believe it. I feel seriously like so lucky, and wow, like I don't know, man. Like, thank you so much. Seriously. Unbelievable. Um you guys are all so nice. I see all of your comments coming in right now. Thanks, Chocolate Ice. Thanks, J Dev. It's a stream, baby. Good night, Ian. Thank you so much, Angel. Super sweet. Yeah, please. After the stream ends, the replay will be up on the channel. Definitely feel free to leave another comment over there. Always appreciate it. Whatever engagement I can get on all my content, it just helps the channel grow, and it helps more people find the channel. Thanks, Paul. By the way, during yesterday's stream, I hit 21,000 subscribers during the stream. So thank you guys. I can't believe it. Like, how quickly this or how much this channel has grown since I've started it, and thank you so much. No, seriously, I thank you. I thank you for acknowledging that. I try to put in a lot of effort, but I love to do it. So, thank you, Redman. Let's see. Just got to give a quick shout out to everyone who gave us super chat tonight. Dark Knight, J Dev, Percy. Let's see. The Red Man, super generous. That effing movie guy, thank you. Shug, I think is how you say it. Thank you. Jason, Jaws Webbo, Talking Star Wars, John, Jordan. Who else? Josh, thank you for all of your super chats tonight. Hatbox Ghost. Who else am I missing? Dim, thank you for your super chat. I think that's everyone who sent in a super chat. Oh, nice, J-Dev. Congrats. Keep it up. All right. Thank you again, hanging out for the past 2 hours. I'm going to try to do a stream tomorrow. Hopefully. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I will see you soon.